And welcome back. This is Viking Kuwait and my Let's Fail series with this time with Sweden. I will attempt to do the Line of the North. It's not always very fun because since you're not part of the empire, you're not likely to be become the leader of the Protestant Liege. Regardless, if Bohemia goes to war, I should become the leader, so I'll just need to prepare for any time that he will be at war, and hopefully I could be able to win the war at that point in time. Currently, I'm a bit successful against Denmark. Currently, I managed to, after the initial starting failure with Poland and Muscovy deciding to ally Denmark, I had to wait on a little bit until Muscovy decided to support my independence when England decided to say screw you. We don't want to rival Denmark anymore. Don't see any reason for that. So now I'm just trying to make gains while Hungary is getting defeated like a little weak nation. They were attacked by Bohemia, but I had to drag them in regardless, which actually became the right call since they decided to use their units to siege down Warsaw, making this attempt a little bit easier since I could piece out Poland a little bit earlier. So now just try to manage this a little bit, since I can still fail the war. Muscovy should be going over here in just a moment. I could remove him as well. It did pay for him with diplomatic points, but nonetheless. Well, I don't want to take any more prestige hits because that will have an effect on morale. I do have quite a few modifiers already due to being Sweden. Let's see, it's here. Morale, Swedish military reforms, and the Lund has been taken over. So let's focus on Bohuslund then, start to siege down some of the forts. Probably afford a few more infantry. See if we can't piece out Dithmarsken. 4th to 4, that's actually quite decent. Well, Denmark are making a few gains now. See if we can turn it around. It seems Muscovy is going to siege down Trøndelag. So let them waste the manpower. Then I can focus on taking Agassus. Gider du åbne dør dernede?
Ja,
Det bliver bare så varmt herinde. So now we are getting quite strong. I'll just make sure to blockade this, so the siege should go a little bit faster. Seems Danish troops will be going for Bohuslän. Nope. Regardless, I'll try to defeat them anyway. I keep the spy network at Denmark because that should decrease the siege time. The number of days that that each siege tick goes, so that should make it a bit more easy to do. You're not moving into Trøndelag. And I'm preparing for the war against Novgorod. This will very likely piss off Muscovy. But hopefully I will be able to do it regardless. We'll have to find a way to attack Livonian Order and destroy the alliance with Muscovy. It's likely I should be able to do that with see if we can't direct Perm to do that. So yes, probably try to build a spy network on Teutonic Order then. And Hungary has decided to join the fray as well. Seems they peaced out with Bohemia, which I actually find quite odd. Since we're losing that war, not sure how they managed to pull around that one. Bohemia just got bronze cannons. I will be there shortly, though. I'm hoping to get the Renaissance to trigger first. I'll likely just invent in ideas in the meantime. Don't think Novgorod will be ahead of me in tech anyway. This was actually be my first failed battle then. It's okay, I can fail a little bit. Let's just move it up here for support, and let's start thinking about getting some advisors as well. I will eventually take Gotland. I actually plan to taking that as soon as I'm able to. think I'm able to 10 years. It seems Musky decided to go down and 8 me down here. Let's just 8 perm then. It's a defensive wall, and they don't, in contrary to the other battle, actually move their troops out, so this should be fairly easy to win. This should be done fairly soon. I hope Hungary will go down here, so let's just ask them to do that. Hopefully they will obey. Friendlies can attach. Let's move up to Trøndelag then. I think this will fall soon anyway. Sjælland will fall soon. Let's see if we can't make peace soon and what we can take. Of course, I should remember to grant independence. It's actually lower than I remember. So let's return call. Well, I can't return this, which I actually wanted. Holy crap, have they changed it so you can't take land with the grand independence? No, it's just I need to take grand independence first. I'll go for these since I have claims on them. This is risky. A coalition might start. But then again, if it's really just Denmark, I think I'll manage it. In previous patches you actually see which nations were affected. Could of course wait just a little bit on that. Then to secure my my war against Novgorod, I'll just now, since they attach to my armies, I will just use one to direct them instead. So I don't really suffer manpower and that much attrition. And Hungary is sieging down Dithmarsken, which is fine by me, since then I can take some more money from them. Well, of course. Have to hire another advisor in a moment. Well, don't want to risk a negative treasury just yet. So the war is going as planned. I'll just go to take Halogaland. I'll take the long route. Still, the question is, what should I take here? I would like Königsberg and Memel. And then take a few of these provinces as well. That's ambitious. Don't think they will win that battle though. Let's get some better generals here. I just need to take down the Gotlandish fort, and then I can peace out. And there we are. Come on. Why the fuck are you moving out? Was it because you're trying to protect Agerhus? Could be. This is not good. I got the call for peace. So let's see if we can't siege down Gotland a little bit fast. I should also prepare for my trade expansion and probably build a few galleys as well. See, I'm pretty sure I lost a few claims here. We'll have to build them up. And we'll prepare for war against the Teutonic Order. That was early. The Ottomans started to in the Golden Age. Now I just have to hope for a fast siege down. I don't think I will be able to attack Livonian Order decided to attack Novgorod now. It's not good. I wanted to do that. But then again, I might even be able to release them over here and start to take back quite some land from Muscovy and the Livonian Order as well. Might not be a bad thing. Think I will expand on the armies I have. Yeah, let's see. One, 4, 5, 6. And there we are. Gotland has been taken, so let's move the armies around and make that damn peace. Yes. I will pick some rivals. Let's go for Livonian Order and Denmark, since it's the only two I really can make. Core some stuff, and should also start with making claims here. I wonder how many units does Livonian Order have, since they seem to be losing that war. Let's put down a few of the forts that I don't really need at this moment. So I do want quite a few money instead. See how my aggressive expansion is doing. Not very good. No wonder Denmark hates me. Let's just prevent Muscovy from doing shit and improve relations so they won't break the alliance too soon. This is actually interesting. How many does Teutonic Order have? Not that many. I'll just wait a little bit. I'll need to let the aggressive expansion go off anyway. Don't think I can afford a coalition war just at this moment. Just moving my fleets over. Not that I really need them at this moment. See. Yeah, let's pass that and start to make claims in Denmark. I will attack them anyway at some point. Hopefully Hungary will join. No, I actually dissolved that alliance. Well, but hopefully Muscovy will join at that point. Don't need to have that many. I'll just move them out and gather my armies. Start to protect trade in the Baltics. To take all these lands and hopefully not pissing off Muscovy too much. They kind of want to keep him around just for a while at least. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's just lose the diplomatic points. Not sure they'll make it before the fort falls, but in any case, no reason to get too much war exhaustion anyway. We'll have to mind my economy still. Danish separatists, yeah. See how many they will have. Manage. Oh, sorry. 14. So I actually kind of need all my my units for that. The siege should be over by then. Let's see, we can make some claims. I'll probably prepare to take the northern parts off. Then again, there should be better developed provinces over here. I'll just go for this. And Poland just decided to attack Livonian, no, Teutonic Order, which isn't too good for me. Now I'll have to drag Muscovy into another war in order to attack Livonian Order without him interfering. There we have the war, it's been won. And move down, since I will get the rebels, the Danish separatists, likely. People didn't care much about that. It did tank my relations with Muscovy just a little bit. Hopefully not too bad though. Nobility. Okay. I will have to shuffle some of these around, it looks like. Well, you can have the fish then. Yield legitimacy. I really need that right now, since after the Independence War I got a new king with very low legitimacy. Holy shit, Dallascoggin is producing quite a lot. They do have a modifier, if I'm not... Yeah. Gain 1 ducats each month just by paying 100 ducats right now, which I'm really fine with. Let's remove... No, I'm making a decent amount of money still. Should I? Yeah, I should probably improve my armies a little bit as well. And Muscovy decided to stop the alliance with Livonia Order, which is actually quite good for me, since now I will be able to take over these lands with not much interference. So right now I think I'm doing okay-ish. I didn't get to get the independence as soon as I wanted, but well, soon enough, I would say. Let's just speed up a little bit. France paid all the debts of Venice. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Renaissance right now to happen in my land. I will develop in the meantime. It will still take a little while before I will be able to do that, but I should still be ahead of tech compared to those I'm going to attack anyway. Well, Denmark is on par with me. I still have a truce with them until, well, for 20 years still. It should be okay. There we had the rebellion, and let's hope we'll be able to make the claims shortly. Why are you allied to someone you don't really like? Yes. Building up a small war chest, and Poland decided to go all out on Teutonic Order. Well, luckily I am allied to Muscovy, so I should have a fair chance. Let's see, we can put this fort down as well. And since the rebels have decided to rise up, I can take this fort down as well. Now my general died again. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I can afford the general, and since my army tradition is quite high, I should be able to get a quite good one, and I did at 2-4-2-1. It's something I like at this point. See, let's just compensate the traders. I will just tease the event by waiting a little bit, so I can have the money. Norwegians. What to do with you? Well, hopefully the war exhaustion will go down, the oil extension will go down, then I can just raise autonomy. And of course it's started to raise. It's probably because the workshop decided to be finished, and it improved my economy quite a bit, since it did improve it with a whole ducat. Well, I will make use of some of the new state edicts. Pretty sure it's over here, yeah. So I can get my religious unity up. Let's see. No, I will not rival Muscovy just yet. Well, let's just go for province then. Not sure why they picked province over Livonian Order. They are closer, they are more equal to me. Province is all the way down here, and they do have more deaths, but well, succession war. Yeah. Succession war between Austria and Hungary. Oh. This is not bad. Actually wanted. And of course he's expensive as hell. Well, let's honor the commands of the Pope and recruit an Inquisitor. I'll just find one that's a little bit cheaper. Then again, don't really have the money right now. ensure the relations with Muscovy is decently high, since it will want some of my land, and it will be even more once I take over some of the Livonian order lands. I should remember to make claims on Denmark. I'd like to take Sjælland over. Let him develop somewhere else. Well, since Dalskogen is so good, I think I'll try to see if I can develop a little bit there. It will take a while, this. Crap. Ten is one of the goals for development, since it will spread Renaissance a little bit faster, not much. Well, everything counts. Yeah, I'm just waiting on one more claim, I guess. Would really want two, but independence guaranteed by Muscovy. You fucking prick. Well, at least he will lift it at some point, I guess. Let's just speed up the missionaries then. Could try to go for Danzig. Sweden Raisan, yeah. Now I should be mindful about the Novgorodian rebellions going up. See where it will most likely rise up. And just happened, thank you. Would you really defend Livonian order over me? And he goes to Olonets, which I'm fine with, then I don't have to fight him, it seems. Unless he of course goes to Kexholm. I wouldn't be too appreciative of that. Oh, he's actually deciding to siege this down. Thing is, he'll most likely be able to, let's see, Livonian Order, to actually secure victory if he was smart about just keeping it with Livonian Order. Rebels are not that smart though. Finnmark. Ah shit, it's my fleet. Please just... I'm not sure why I can't move my my army now. Yeah, my game just bugged out. I couldn't move my army. Decided to move my fleet instead. Bohemia, I'm fine with that. That reminds me, I should probably go look for alliances. Let's see if we can't find something. Lübeck. Yeah. Why not? I could use Lübeck. Taking back what belongs to me, and I could put down my army maintenance a little bit. This must be at war. Yeah, they are at war with. It could probably wait for that to happen when they won't join the war. Let's see where they have fought. They have in Reval still and Leafland. And the Militech is still behind me, so it's actually fine enough that I haven't embraced yet. I'm reaching a point where I'm actually a bit unhappy with it. He's probably a heretic. In about 10 years I will be able to declare Denmark again. I'll probably fund my war with some corruption, debase my currency. Luckily I got a new diplomat, so I can burn some aggressive expansion a little faster. Really needed around Poland especially. I really need to drag Muscovy into that war as well. Oh, I was just about to hit the wrong... The centralization reforms of Gustav Vasa, which is a bit odd because I'm pretty sure I don't have Gustav Vasa. King Adolf Hand. Let things be as they are. Could of course pay 50 administration power, diplomatic and military power, and get monthly autonomy change. Get a hell of a lot of base tax and manpower. Yeah, I'll pay that just to get quite some modifiers. I wouldn't know why you would ever say no to that. Bohemia and Lübeck is fighting each other right now, which is bad because they're actually both my my friends. Hopefully I will be able to drag Lübeck into the war against Denmark, making it a little bit easier. Yeah, we're getting close to being able to attack Livonian Order. It should be an easy war, hopefully. Let's check how I'm doing state-wise. I have 3 states more to make, and no, I will make this into a state. I should probably just do that now. It will cost me quite a bit administration points. I don't think I will be able to let Muscovy go out of the war. It really depends on the war exhaustions at this point. Don't think they will be taking in debt. Of course they are burning quite a bit. Oh, Bohemia got to be the emperor. That's nice. We are friends, right? What? Austria is a junior partner. Now that's just awesome. Rarely see that happen. Well, Hungary becomes the what's it called, senior partner. Then yeah, it should be a senior partner, but not doing that well anyway. They're still fighting France over it seems. And they're losing. And they're burning quite a bit of manpower right now, which I'm totally fine with. Who are they actually fighting? Theodora and Circatia. Yeah, every month they should be lowering their willingness to join the war, so I should probably just be get around and be ready. I will also prepare my navy. See who Riga allied to. Brandenburg, so yeah, I'll not make that co-belligerent, so he will call in Brandenburg, not at this point at least. Might do it a bit later. Oh, damn. Just increased by 5. Orthodox Zealots in Kola. Let's see. A little dislike. You can't see how many they're going to be from this screen. You have to go back and look at it. Well, it seems Muscovy is pretty adamant at defending Livonian order, so I'll likely have to not do that, sadly. Should be able to call in a few of my allies against Poland, though. Let's see, Muscovy, Bohemia, Scotland even. Georgia is attacking. Georgia is independent. They even took Trebizond. The only good thing about this is I will make the last claim, it seems. I think I will be able to make that war. But we can always hope. There's also a chance that they will lift the guarantee, then I will be able to attack them at once. They will like to do that at some point. Probably ensure that I know when that will happen. Oh, I already did that. Well, it seems they turned the war against France. They're winning more battles. They are allied to Ferrara, Naples, and Florence. Florence is being sieged down. They're at war with Aachen and Provence. Oh, so that's a separate war. I'll let them handle it. Now I just really want to to get that institution. Ah, there we are. Let's go for Olonets. No, let's go for Neva. We should be a bit careful the first few months, since don't have that much morale. This is fine. I'll make the defensive war there, the battle. And I can allow my morale to tick up a little bit. Oh. Let's see, I need to spend some of my monarch points right now, since I don't want to... well, I can't brace yet. Anyway, let's see if we can't find something suitable. Now my morale should just be around as it should be. I will move up here. There's the off chance that Rico will start to siege down Ladoga, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, since they wouldn't be able to aid in Vibor. Now you're just moving badly. And I want to take... nope. I just thought Bohemia was attacking Brandenburg. And let's go for Bleking. I can't recall where Bornholm is. It's in Scandinavia. Well, they actually both decided to go that way. Let's box them in then. This will cost me a little bit. Norway has embraced institution before me. Too bad. See if we can't turn. Yep. My divine general is doing his work as he should. Well, I'm not having that much cash, so I'll just consolidate everything. That should be fine. I can make some small units then. Well, a small unit. And send this one over to siege. And you should be taking Neva then. And become backup over in Narva at some point. Let's see. don't actually want to lose that much manpower when I don't need to, so I will just move some of these back to my secondary army. I only need 6 to siege this down, but I will lose a few units, well, a few men in some die rolls, so I'll just keep them just a little bit up. Let's go hunt for some ships. And I can use these again. Seek support. No, I can't do that yet. Seek support. Let's see, they will 1499, 1510. No, I'll not risk it. I'll just go for the 100 instead. And well, here in 10 years it should. I think I can manage that. So I'll just. No, I can't. Since I also need to call the diet. Let's just go for 100 military points as well. I think I will have to secure my army just a little bit now. Screw the manpower at this point. Don't want to lose half my army and be outnumbered. We can't afford to start rebuilding the army at this point. I should be able to afford building some new units. Harsh treatment, so I won't suffer the Orthodox zealots at this point. And Muscovy embraced also before me. It's not the glorious days of Sweden at this point. I might be able to at some point. Nope. Control and nope. Shift. Nope. Should be doing it. Nah. Usually you can use control to force it to use the transport ships. I couldn't in this case. Not sure why. And they're still guaranteeing Livonian order, which I'm fine with, because then when they remove it, they will have a 5 years truce. I was kind of wondering if they would be attacking them anytime soon. Because now I can just... well, I can just relax a little bit. Siege down. I'll like try to siege down Riga, which will minimize the enemies with the 7k. I will need 10 there though. Pretty sure I'll need 10, yeah. See how the diplomatic screen has changed. Saxony. Brandenburg. Well, I would like to ally Brandenburg. Why not? Let's see. Brandenburg will... I'll be able to ally Brandenburg as well. But which other allies I am having? Well, I could drop the alliance with Scotland. It's kind of pointless at this time. Don't really need it. Now it seems they have decided to divide their armies, which is fine by me. It's an easier battle. See if we can't... ah, damn. Kind of reinforced it a little too early, but... well, it seems I will manage anyway. I will just create a small army to start siege down these small provinces. Let's try to be a bit aggressive here. Who's Venice attacking? Truce with Bohemia? Olonets. Let's go Tigvin. I'll just wait a little bit with the shift consolidate. Since I should be able to... oh, and now they're moving around. I want to do this at the first time of the month. So there we are. Should debase currency. The good thing about consolidating is full-sized armies will actually fight better, and well, they will not reinforce, meaning they will cost less each month to reinforce. Each unit will cost additional. I'm actually paying nearly 4 ducats just for reinforcements. See how the war exhaustion is doing. It's actually doing okay. I have a feeling they will be going after this small army, so I'll just move them into security. It seems they stopped in their tracks. See how the embracement are going along. Should be able to. Should be speeding up just a little bit. There we are. And now Novgorodian are starting to rise up. Sure, like that, but and the missionaries are getting along. Let's peace out Riga first. Get some money. I'll need that to embrace anyway. Which I can't do anyway, but still. It would cost me something. I'll just move around. This siege should be over shortly. And yeah, I know they'll move up to take Karelia. Doesn't really matter right now. And here we are. We're going to attack them now. Let's see if we can't destroy these rebels then. I should be able to have that much more morale, and oh, it's around the same size. I have a decent general. But yeah, after this I should probably have peace just for a little while. I am planning to go to war against Denmark. At least at some point. Let's leave a few there. Yada yada yada. We'll just let them add the freaking spy network. It's not, well, they will have to destroy the alliance first to make the to make use of that. Let's regain what was lost by the rebels and see to winning this little war. This little battle. I'll put this fort down. There's no use for it at this point. Let's take the horse with them. Hello, Sarkai. I'm just trying to get some Livonian land. Playing as Sweden, trying to get the Line of the North achievement, which is very random. But I think I will be able to get it if I keep the... if I either do it quite early if Bohemia gets to war, or else I'll just try to limit the members of the league by converting as many as possible to Protestant. Haven't been able to embrace yet. It's going great in that regard. Dalaskogen. Converting the HI Prince won't contain the war. I've done this cheaply to be fighting World War. Trust me. Yeah, I know I will be fighting World War, but the more Protestant princes or Reformed princes there are, the less allies the Emperor would have. At least that's how I contain the League War when I'm on the Catholic side. Just try to convert as many as possible. Then they usually don't join the League, or they will join my side. The important thing is to get the Liege leadership, which Bohemia will most likely have. Either I need to be very powerful, or I will have to wait to Bohemia going to war. Now I'm getting attacked. Which I don't appreciate Livonian Order doing. Manpower is peasants fighting in the war. We don't. Peasants is nothing. They will do as they are asked. Now he's just screwing with me, moving around. Yep. I could make peace with him. I'd actually be fine with that. And he even decides to give me everything I want. That's fine. There we are. Now we can prepare for the war against hated Denmark. Lousy Denmark. I will have a war with them in at some point. Why is this a state? Yeah, it is. I need to find somewhere to place my nobility and clergy. My plans after Livonia is to attack Denmark. Good thing you told me, because I actually want to ally Brandenburg as well. To take the capital and a few more provinces, not too much, and then go for Poland, since Muscovy will very likely be very close to join. We'll see. At some point I will have to destroy Muscovy, hopefully early enough, but right now I'll just have to consolidate my strength. Yeah. Just Scotland, screw you. Can't do shit anyway. Clergy, and yeah, nope. Somewhere to put nobility. Yeah. Snipe Pharaoh and Orkney. Yeah, I could do that to go to war against Scotland and England. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Orkney's there. Just need to get my geography better. Oh, Scotland has taken Orkney. They've actually taken Shetland as well. But I could go for Orkney and Iceland. Oh yeah, I should probably prepare my war chest as well. The Orthodox Seals in Kola. The range. I could actually see about that. Nope. I actually wouldn't be able to. Yeah, I would be able to call Orkney. You can use the colonial ranged map mode to see that. Needs to be within 150. I just really want to embrace the fucking institution. I should have teched up earlier. I could have gotten tech 7 when I only would have paid like 24, 23 tech penalty, but I imagined that well, it would come here fast enough. Luckily they are not. Well, Denmark is advanced. They were not before. Livonian Order was not, and Novgorod was behind me anyway, so it didn't really matter at that point. I'm kicking myself currently for that decision, but nothing to do about it now. If I have any tips, I have loads. But starting to hand them out just now, it will take quite a while. I have made an introduction video as well, playing as France, where I play quite casually. Well, where I will try to explain well, more about what I'm doing. A good tip would be fight wars you can win. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Oh, and I am playing the France game later today. Where we'll focus a little bit more on explaining for newcomers as well. Kola is rising up. Screw that. I'll just raise autonomy. It's below 10 and it's a shit province anyway. No reason to destroy my war chests. There are different ways to handle rebels. As you can see, I raised autonomy in this case. When it's under 10, it will mean that I won't get as much from the province anyway. Usually you know where the province, where the rebels are rising up. You can hover over and see that currently I am risking uprising in Ladoga and Ingermanland. They tend to always rise at the highest developed province. In this case they're both equal, so that wouldn't really matter. Didn't I say Ladoga? Oh yeah, Ladoga. So they will rise up in Ladoga. So you can actually put your army there, or raise a fort. Put a fort nearby. I should actually build a fort in Olonets. And then you'll have the defensive battle. Well, you have an easier time defeating them. The other thing about rebels, you can actually limit the size they will rise with by not taking too much land of the same nationality. Since it's, as you can see, I'll just use my missionary first. As you can see, the every rebel size is determined by a base of 4, and every province that have unrest, revolt risk as Sadokai is calling it, will add to that. In this case with the Novgorodian, it's 2 for Ingermanland and 3 for Ladoga, and modifier for military technology. So trying to limit how much, well, if I were to grab all of Denmark, I would likely have too large of a rebel stack going at me, which would only weaken me. So at times it would be advisable to limit your expansion in directions and simply take it in the next war. Also, you can manage sometimes where it will go down a little bit. Just was something I was supposed to do. Yeah, develop. Let's see. When you try to take provinces, try to aim to taking, if you use the culture map mode, try to go for, click on your own land and try to go for the provinces which are highlighted here. They will have less unrest due to being the same culture group. Everything else will have +2 unrest. The next thing to do, if you're starting out with a small nation, try to conquer the same religion. You can actually do what I did in Kolar, since the religion will actually have quite an impact on unrest. Let's see, non-accepted culture +2, and we have the religious unity. That's not it. Why can't I? Yeah, intolerance. That's it. So just by having a non-accepted culture and someone of the different religion, I'm adding 6 unrest. If you expand same culture, same religion, you should actually, if you're just a bit lucky, you'll actually be able to write the rebels off without anything happening, really. So try to think about how you expand. Try to expand. I wouldn't recommend a game as Poland, really. You have religious unity sucking in the beginning. It's a fun game though. See if they fixed it. They have. but they do have religious unity in the beginning. They will get Lithuania, but they will also be boxed in with Ottoman, and usually Bohemia will rival them as well, Muscovy as well. So you will like to risk getting attacked by Ottoman. Is referred to as the end game boss, really. He will kick your ass. No, even skilled players playing as Poland, if they're not careful about Ottoman, will be kicked. Recommending Portugal, I wouldn't really do that. I would recommend Ottoman or France. France is actually quite neat way to get a handle of the game, because you don't really have many strong enemies. You can expand with submersion to the aggressive expansion, and you get an easy first war against England if the main event trigger. You'll have a defensive war, so if you just get a few allies, which are quite easy to get as France, you should be able to win that war quite easily. Just be careful not taking too much in the first war, since you don't use a correct casus belli. You'll get more aggressive expansion. I will make peace and not a war. I think you're one of the few guys who ever said that willing to play EU4. This game is referred to as being strictly about war. I play it a bit more peacefully, but I have to accept the fact that it's more fun to wage war. So I do that as well. See if we can contain the Novgorodian separatists. Stockholm finally decided to embrace the Renaissance. I should have a decent chance. It's actually embracing this shit. 400? I'm actually close. Ally members of the HRE. Well, as Poland, you will have to attack Teutonic Order early on. You do risk they will ally Hungary, making the war a little bit more tricky. But you should be able to ally Bohemia if they don't rival you, or Brandenburg. In some cases, you will actually be able to ally Muscovy. It's very rarely they will usually rival you at some point. Denmark will actually be a decent ally early on as Poland if they don't rival you. Since you can should be able to use them as they have the union with Sweden and Norway, and they can kick quite a punch. Let's see if we can't get. Screw that. I will. I'll take out a loan then, so I can embrace. Don't really want to wait for it anymore. Hella yeah! I took a loan. Muscovy paid for it. That's a neat little business, but we should be taking up. The thing about Muscovy, it's a good thing to keep good terms with them. However, that might be allowing them to grow too big. But I'm pretty sure Poland has some. I think they have some special, unique national modifiers later on in the ages. So that would likely be the place and time to attack. I think they have the Sarukei. You've played more with the Aegis than I have. Doesn't Poland have some cavalry combat ability later on? Goods produced, bonus only. So it's in the national ideas they have the cavalry going on. Now to pick. I'll go for diplomatic. I know Sarukei will hate me for it. And yeah, goods produced is actually quite decent because Poland is not too bad off. They have quite a lot of cloth, yeah. And you have Elvao with dyes. Yeah, the Polish Commonwealth. You do need to be administrative tech 10. But on the bright side, I don't think Lithuania is restricted in taking land. So you can actually cheese it a little bit. You will have to check that first. But I'm pretty sure Lithuania, unlike Aragon in the Union, are not restricted by taking land, meaning you can allow Lithuania to take like Livonian Order to pay for the current cost, and then get free course once you hit the decision. Usually there are, in the decision there'll be a requirement telling you whether you can use it. So check if there's a number of Lithuania having X cities. You should try to avoid going over that limit. Supporting the independence of Austria. This game is actually quite fun because Hungary became the senior partner over Austria, and they actually beat France to it. Beat France in the war to get that. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm certain they would be doomed by then. Yeah, in 1 year you will be able to attack the HRE Emperor is Bohemia, which I'm allied to. Good or for worse. I think Brandenburg will be a contender. Nope. Werden Dithmarschen. Let's see. Oh, it's actually a good time to attack. It seems if Poland just keeps ignoring. Well, I did ally Bohemia before I got the... well, he is being crippled right now. He's being attacked by Poland. For what war? Attack against Saxony. Yeah, I want to cripple the HRE instead of allying the Emperor. Yeah, but Bohemia will turn Protestant anyway, so he will lose the emperorship. Then I can use it to gain the favor. But he is losing anyway, so... what's the point? I was supposed to use him against Poland to get a foothold over here. But yeah, it's a Let's Fail series, so I should be allowed to fail at least once. At least I can go for the guarantor of peace if the first one will fail. And we will have a small rebellion in Karelia, Göteborg, and Göteborg. What the fuck is that? Göteborg. Oh, it's here. And Olonets. Would rise up in Olonets. You've been shafted. How so? That's a big rebellion, so I might want to hold on just a little bit. I'm getting more troops anyway. Pomerania declared war on Teutonic Order and I joined. Then they took Marienburg and signed peace. Ah, yeah, it happens. Are you sure they promised you land? The second thing, if they promise you land, you're actually nearly guaranteed to get land. You just need to help the war. You can't just sit back and think, well, let the AI do stuff. You actually need to ensure you have enough war participation. And no, you should never trust the AI, but you can use it at times. If they call you in, promise you land, and I think you have to get above 10% war participation, you will actually get at least one province. Now I'll just keep my troops here, despite they suffering attrition. There's actually a reason for it, because either they go to Nürnberg, Neva, or they'll do as they did. Start to attack me, which will have a crossing penalty, and they will have terrain modifiers as well. I have problems of my own right now. This isn't too bad. I think I will... I can actually attack Denmark now. Hopefully you will not have to wait till 1957, because that's after the end game. And this is great, since now I can actually... now all the rebels have risen. They will have the modifier for recent uprising, so now I can just focus on my little war. But one thing, tip for beginners, you don't really have to expand that fast in the beginning. Just take it slow. How you give land to my allies, I can show you in just a moment. Whenever you siege down a province, there should be a symbol. I think it's down here. I'll show you just in a moment. Where you can click and give it to your allies. Then, when you make the peace, you just ensure that they get that province. It's not every province that they will like. Usually, you can go for if they have a claim. Like Brandenburg having a claim on nothing, really, it seems. Now that's a bad example. Usually if they have a claim, like here, they will be willing to take that in a war. Else, if you have that DLC, can't recall which one, but go to the diplomacy screen and the diplomatic feedback, then you will be able to see which the red provinces they will be very likely to take if you call them in, promise them land. I'll show the button just in a few moments. I'll just have to move my troops over in an effort to win the war against Denmark again. I can speed up just a little bit. And Austria declared war on Hungary for independence. Why don't play in diplomatic map mode? Because I really don't like it. I played EU3 and a bit of EU2, which were crappy graphics, really. I just got used to playing it this way. I was so amazed when the graphics improved in this way. I just got used to it. I know a lot of people playing on political, and it's fine by me. I just get more details playing on this mode. I can see the terrain. It's decent graphics, and well, I can see the borders, and if I zoom out I can see the names of the countries anyway, so why not? I just got used to it. And yes, Poland is still leaving out of the war. Muscovy is willing to join. Lübeck will join if I gave them land. Question is, will I? Should be able to win the war on my own. But of course Verden is going to join anyway. Let's just call in Muscovy to be in on the safe side. I will pick the war gold. Doesn't really matter which one. Could of course go for Norway, but no one will join me there, so nope. Just pick one, and yeah, you can see it just in 2 seconds. Just need to siege down the first province. Ensure that they want to have the province, else it's pointless. Let's speed up. Now we have the province, and we have the just under the diplomacy tab, click to transfer control of the province to war ally. Now I can pick which nation are going to have it. If I won't do it now because they won't hand it over to me. If I then take the P screen, this would then go to, in my case, Muscovy. So just transfer the control of the province and ensure that they actually want the province, because if you promise them lands, you'll risk them being pissed at you trying to give them land that they don't really want. Try to give them land that they have claimed, or at least, if you have that DLC, go to the diplomatic feedback and see which provinces they want. Like Lübeck could be called in. They want Fyn and Sjælland. Likely have a claim on. They don't have a claim on Holstein. You can take land and sell them. That doesn't help the issue if you have called them in to the promise of land. You will risk the alliance being destroyed, and you will risk. You will also lose trust in general, which will mean less chance of get alliances later on, and well, you can risk losing alliances actually. And you can call in anyone for 20 years with the promise of land, which can be a bit hurtful. But if you haven't called them into with promise of land, yeah, you can totally sell it to them later and even make a few bucks. You will, however, get the aggressive expansion for it, so I don't see why you would do that. Let them get the aggressive expansion to take the province instead of you. You don't really want those coalitions to start. And I can take up again. Should be a short one. I didn't really need Muscovy, it seems. As Poland, there would be benefits to joining the whole Roman Empire. Since you can then attack inside the whole Roman Empire without having to fight the Emperor for a time. But you usually don't do it. You also get some benefits from each reform passed, like the first one. You will get a construction cost and development cost -5%. So each time the Emperor passes a reform, you should get a few decent modifiers. Now, there is tactics involved with joining the whole Roman Empire. You can join the whole Roman Empire's Teutonic Order, so why shouldn't you with Poland? You should need quite a lot of relations, though. I'm not sure what the modifier are with Poland. But when I played Teutonic Order a few patches ago, I totally went for to become member of the whole Roman Empire, since Poland would then not be able to attack me, and I could start attacking Pomerania without having to fight the Emperor. You do risk the unlawful land to start. Shit. A hunting accident, of course. Why not? If you are able to join, you need to improve relations with the emperor, which is likely Austria. Then this small symbol here will tell you if you are able to. It tells me that my nation is too large, yada yada, and it will tell me if you're not too large, it will tell you how much relation you need. In this case, I will need 234, meaning it will be impossible for me to do so. But if you're able to, find a province next to the Holy Roman Empire and click this one. It will be enabled with a small plus, green plus, and then go for if you're Poland, you should aim for having Krakow becoming the province you add, since it is determined by the capital. Whenever the capital becomes part of the empire, you will, as a nation, become part of the empire. But it really comes down to the relationship, and you might have to ally the emperor, improve relations, have a royal marriage. You might even have to send a gift to them, which can be quite expensive. It's a bit easier with small nations, since the relationship required is not that much. Let's just let the naval battle go. And move my fleet up here so they can blockade the fort. I have to get up a little bit further than that. Now I'm lacking in manpower, which is why I decided to use my papal influence to get the papal sanction of war. Should help me a little bit. I will have to rely a bit more on mercs. Hopefully the war won't drag on too much. I am the only one having cannons of these two participants, so I should be able to win the battle. I'm not sure this is a good idea, because I think Dithmarschen will perhaps join the battle. Yeah, Norway is going to siege down a few provinces. Probably send a small army to him. I took Tuchel, and I still need Danzig and Marienburg. Didn't join, and I didn't have enough war score. Did you have enough war score to take anything? Or did you have enough war score to take everything you wanted? I would likely have gone to Poland. I would likely focused on these three provinces, perhaps Neumark as well. And then I've taken Danzig in a later war. Since it's quite high development, you can actually benefit a little bit from having a claim. Claim will reduce the core cost with with 10%. You can use the term TO with Teutonic Order. It's usually the short used for Teutonic Order. At least everyone in the forum will know what you mean. But it doesn't matter if you took too much in the first war. The truce will be a bit lower, meaning you can get the war fast enough. Let's see what we'll do about this. Well, he's going to die anyway soon. And it doesn't have an ear. Buy some mercs. You have to... you always have to supplement your armies with mercs. I'm not sure how the next patch will be affected by professionalism, since buying mercs will make your armies a little bit worse. Oh, I have to raise the force now. But I tend to, well, you can see I have 0 manpower as well. I tend to, at least in this patch, I tend to have 2/3 infantry as mercs. I don't really have the income for it just at the moment. Hopefully I will shortly. The Pope called for crusade against Ottoman. Interesting. And when you siege, try to let your to make the sieging army with as many mercs as possible. Then they won't cost you manpower. Mercs are one of the reasons I always try to keep a war chest at all times. Come on, yep. But I should be able to win this war, even though I'm not having that much cash. Else I will use corruption. I think I'm ahead of time anyway. Not totally yet, but it'll be there. Let's see if we can't make them lift the siege. Or else I will come to destroy them anyway. I will make a pincer move. Yeah, I'll just take the inflation. I'm waiting for the second army to move down to Skåne and then attack. I'll likely take Fyn at the same time. I still have a lot of time, and I have 2 cannons then, which should wreak havoc among the lines. Should actually suffer quite the penalties in the battle. Oh, and of course, when you're at war, be mindful about reinforcement, especially if you only use regular infantry. I use shift consolidate usually when I have the manpower, and then I can see how many of my my regiments are at low cost. Then I will try to, especially when I'm low on money and manpower, I'll take out these infantry. Could also go with a little less cavalry. And yes, next patch will be focusing on Persia, but in every patch there will always be some more general stuff. In this patch it will also focus on professionalism in armies, meaning that they try to reflect how the armies became more and more professional during the period. So you can train your armies when they're just standing by. It will cost, is it 100% more in maintenance, 200% more? A new money sink, really. And they will have some changes to trade as well. Minor changes, really, but hey, it's at least something. So now I'm going to siege down these two allies. Not having that much manpower or money, but hopefully I'll make do, since the war isn't that difficult. Since they are miners, and well, I think one of them is, no, he's a republic, a peasant republic, but they always tend to have quite a lot of money. Let's see. Well, he didn't. Usually they have. I tend to be able to make 500 ducats. Well, this is decent amount, and war reparations. So they will increase my my treasury while I'm at it. One year and another war. Do you need to call in allies in that war? It sounds like Teutonic Order have been beaten down quite a bit. And now we take up. And we're getting a peace offer. Let's see. Rebels can be a bitch, yeah. Now here's a neat little trick for newcomers. When your army gets exiled, you will have to go back to your own country before the flag will disappear. There's other thing you can do. You can actually move back to controlled land, and it will serve the same purpose. Now the flag is gone and all is good. I should actually be able to make peace right now. There's no reason to drag the war on for any longer. Let's see where my claims are. The coalition will form if I take this much. Well, then I'm fine with taking this much. And I always humiliate when I can, because I want to keep the power projection above 50, so I get +1 monarch points each month. Personal union with Muscovy and Bohemia. Ah, crap. Livonian Order as a rival, sure thing, why not? It's actually a bad thing that I'm not having an heir. There are ways around it. Oh, now I have to focus on these shit forts. I don't want too many forts too close. Let's see. Don't think I need Skåne as a fort. And I don't think I will need Bohuslän either. Could of course move the forts down here, but that would be too expensive for the time being. Now there are a few ways to get around the risk of having a personal union. Go to war. Don't really have anyone to go to war against at this point. Could of course attack Poland and risk my alliance with Brandenburg. But I think this should be a decent time to end the stream. I'll likely return with my France game this evening, if I have the time. I'll just prepare for the next war. I know I will have it. Teutonic Order have Western technology when they are more east than Poland. I'm pretty sure that only determines the troops they are having, and it's a leftover from before the technology changes that happened a few patches ago. It only determines which troops they will use, nothing more. And I'm pretty sure during the time period they were deemed Western. They were Western leftover from the Crusades into East. And Poland is rubbish anyway. I'll just wait for the core and to be able to core Sjælland. I really need to do this as fast as possible because overextension will have a few negative modifiers associated with it. Corruption for one thing, I'll put my maintenance down since I'm not at war. And I could probably afford to put down a few of these forts. Why the fuck am I not having an air? And yes, this will actually be a decent time to take a break for me. So I will see you, well, if you log back in later on. I'll upload these videos to my YouTube channel, Viking Quaid at YouTube, where my France game is uploaded as well. See you.